Gosh, it sure has been a stream. How long have I been streaming? 3 hours. Sorry, 4 hours. Though I have been working on stuff all day. So next game will probably be the end. Um, hmm. Someone in my family, my share family has marathon. I didn't get marathon. I just need to let you all know that, as if I'm embarrassed. Oh yeah, one more demo. It's like an Earthbound like. No, I keep on games and demos. They got Big Burger. Oh yeah, I don't eat like beef or pork, but I do like their chicken sandwiches and their fish sandwiches. Warning: this game may potentially trigger seizures from people with photosensitive epilepsy. Player discretion is advised. Thank you for not telling me to talk to my goddamn doctor. I like having discretion. Not gonna miss it. Autosave. Oh, that's a cool. Honestly, the fucking autosave icon could give me a fucking seizure. Not gonna lie. All types of filters. Alright, let's start Dreamtone. Oh gosh. This fucking reeks. Can you smell it? The pulpy paper of the comic book? Volume 1. Showtime! Oh boy. Are these... Look at that photograph! These are fucking Polaroids. I'm gonna lose my shit. Ever since Amori. No, I will not skip the intro. Give me sweet, sweet intro. Oh, it's like Comic Zone. I'm Nathan. Today's the last day of school. School's fine. Mostly I sleep through it. Which is actually harder than it sounds. Because teachers can tell, and they tell your parents too. All because I stay up late reading comics that I already know the endings to. New Dragon, or is that a dramatic entrance? Depends on whether you count yawning as dramatic, Reese. Hey, so, how's your brother doing? He went to jail, right? He's not in jail. He just got shipped off to military school. Yeah, well, same thing, right? That's unfair! Everyone acts like Neil's the biggest troublemaker ever, when in reality... Our parents are just totally out to get him. You wanna come over later? I'll pick up some comics we can read. No, Neil's coming home today. Oh yeah, well, today's the final. Did you study? Well, I read Blue Bolt, so close enough. You're impossible. Impossible? No, just efficiently tired. Oh yeah, can you believe it? Mr. Gingerud is giving us on the last day of school too? Man, couldn't have picked a better night to stay up. Bonzo! 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 Here's how it's gonna work. Option 1, we beat you. Or option 2, we shove you into that trash can. And beat you. Choose option 2, and just maybe we'll give you a pass next time. Bonzo, he never gets sent anywhere. Well, at least it's not us again. Come on, let's go. Hold on. Does this make me Bully of the Month? No, I mean, obviously, I did it better than you with the girl in the locker. Just wait, you guys. I'll knock your socks right off. Like cops trying to fill a quota. Swear. Now if y equals x. Nathan? Nathan! Nathan! Falling asleep on the last day? Not on my watch. Now answer this question. Well, seems like you got unlucky this time. Dude, it's the last day of school. Grades are in. What is your problem? But you better watch yourself next year. What's in my bag? A baseball bat, because every good character needs a baseball bat to smash heads. Fight, guard, speed, mind. That's all you need. Oh, and a weapon, a head, a body, and other. What skills? Recovery, offense, defense, other. Nothing. Oh, and they're like sitting at lunch for the titles, for the status screen. That's pretty cool. 46 HP. Interesting. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. You might get unlucky this year, Nathan, but you won't be so lucky next time. Now scram! Hey, let me out! Well, that takes care of that. The hell are you guys doing? Oh hey, it's Nathan. I like this guy. He can bully me any day. Sup, Nate? Someone's missing, but I can't put my finger on it. Don't play dumb, you're bad at it. We were just hanging with Reese, that's all. He looks like a fucking clown. He looks like he's the boy version of the mascot from Wendy's. Don't worry about him though, he's fine. Totally safe. Yeah, as safe as being stuck with a bunch of filthy roaches can be. Oh, hilarious. You guys are really something else. That's it? All bark and no bite without Neil around, huh? You're lucky as your brother, honestly. Cause your and Reese would make for a cute little basement duo. Now if you excuse us, we have till 3 p.m. to fill 3 more lockers. Later, Nate! This always has to be me. Oh, going to the basement is gonna be an inciting incident, isn't it? It sounds like it's breathing. Help! Can anyone hear me? Please? Wait, is someone there? Help me! Reese, are you okay? Nathan, thank God you're here. Those jerks shoved me in here. Damn it, those bastards locked it. There has to be some sort of key here. Please find it, Nathan. I don't want to spend the entire summer in this locker. What the hell was that? Could you morons keep it down? I'm trying to get some sleep over here. Nate, who is that? It's a giant talking rat. It's so fast, his arms are so small. You should see it, Reese, it looks so stupid. Sounds like it. What? How dare you mock me? I was appointed to this position by his greatness alone. You are nothing. You trespass into my realm. You shall not be tolerated. Prepare to conflict, boy. Nathan! I'd help you out now. Though, in case you forgot, I'm still stuck in here. But don't worry about me now. Just hit that ugly rat. Nathan attacks. Oh, I love. Oh my God! See that thing that happens when you attack? They knock the shit. They knock the spit out your mouth. That's a hell of a reaction. A reaction sprite. That's your reticle. It flies over your target. If you press A when it reaches the weak spot, bam! You'll land a critical hit. Where's his weak spot? How am I supposed to know? I'm still stuck in a locker. Bam! Hey! Don't you dare help that boy any— Oh. Hey, don't you dare help that boy any further! Did you hear that? Must have been a fly or something. Your insults will not go unfurnished after I'm done with him. Nathan, try dodging by moving left, right, or down. Oh! Oh! This game is it's taking inspiration from Punch-Out! Hey, see that meter? That's your counter meter. As you keep avoiding attacks, you'll keep filling it. But if you get hit once, well, it fully depletes. As soon as you dodge, press A to counter. Or save up to 5 bars to do a big critical counter. Wait, no, I meant 4 bars for the big one. I can't count while I'm locked in here. Beat that rat fast and get me out of here. Oh shit, you got a pompadour. Yeah, the bully looks like the Wendy's mascot, and the Frisch Boys mascot had a baby. You humiliated me! And none other than my own very realm. Curse you! Curse you, you brat! From now until kingdom come, may you never rest easy. And in time, you'll regret your foolishness. Goodbye! Sleep with both eyes open. Oh, we actually have a little rat door. So, could you go look for the key? Oh, yeah, sure. You got any idea where it might be? Well, they spent some time below, I think. Maybe they left it there? They said they found a skeleton in one of these once. I wonder if it was a teacher or a student. Alright, maybe in here? Huh? Looks like Neil's little baseball bat. Maybe it'll be a good gift for him when he gets back. Nah, probably not. Oh, immediately equipped. Nice. Ah, here we go. Key. Ah! Do you truly realize it? Come on, Nathan, come and take it from me. Hey, come back here, you damn rat! Smells like wine and cheese. School basement. Nowhere in Michigan. Oh god, this place must be gross. Rust bucket. Nothing here. Bat snuck up on you. Ow! Ow! I knew you'd come after me. Just give me the key back. I don't have time for this. Oh, you want it back? Alright, you win. Come a little closer. I'll hand it over. Oh, you've fallen for my trap, foolish Nathan. Why don't you let your precious human glyphs help you? Maybe B will be your savior. Or not. Found stale bread. Hey, a mirror. Oh, I'd look even better if the mirror wasn't broken. But I guess this is fine too. Nothing here. Baconator. An apple pie and a large fry. Tasty. I just want to get my friend and go home. We don't need to do this all day. Silence! You are in my realm. You are trespassing. You are a nuisance. I will do what I please with you and your friend. Maybe I'll have my soldiers finish the job now. Those bullies did the hard work for me. You fat little rat, just wait till I get... Don't speak to me. Come on and show me. You deserve that. Ah! Hazard. I'm not touching that, it's all rusty. Okay. Still bread. I could totally break this with my bat. Ow. 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 just won't budge. I bet a good hit with my bat can flip it. Looks like it should have been thrown out. What? There has to be a valve somewhere. Aha! Aha! Yuck, this thing reeks of fish. Oh shit, nice. Butt roach. Ow. Yeah, I have to backtrack the same way I came. I can hit things with a bat in the vent? Interesting. Speaking of food, I probably need to make dinner soon. Well, at least it's 101. bats with bats. Level up! Myth has unlocked the skill curveball. Attack all enemies! Fuck yes! Bam! It's interesting when they drop money in the overworld. Found some appy juice. Oh, I should hit it with the bat. Damn it. I hate when roaches headbutt me in the mouth. Talk about timed hits. Look, man, I'm gonna give you two options. Option one, you give me the damn key and I leave, or option two, I beat you up and then I take the key and leave. You borrowed that bluff, yet the key still belongs to me. Come and take it if you can. Turn back disgraced or die. Why do you even want the key? You're a rat! This is my realm! The key is my treasure! You're the trespasser. You've defiled my realm with your worldly grime. Now, no, just give it back, I'm sick of this. And you have let your tiredness cloud your judgment. I shall show you no mercy, Nathan. Guards! Take care of this two-legged rapscallion. Yes, my liege. Oh shit, I didn't even know we were playing small side. What's up with the curveball? Ow! What? Ow! Fuck! This game is hard. I decided to just take that one on the chin and stride over. This battle system does make me feel badass, I'm not gonna lie. You're off my groove! Layabout rodent. Fucking die! It's over! Final smash! You win! You kicked that rat's ass. Level up! Punch Out? Oh, RPG. Right? This goes hard as hell. Ugh. You! Nathan! This is far from over! Yeah, whatever. Just hand over the key. Fine! Go on and take it! Receive locker key. But one day, you'll truly regret your choices! The rats in your walls will congregate and devour you alive. Vengeance shall be mine, and you will regret humiliating me twice. Until then, goodbye. Well, I can beat your ass now. I know how to play this game now. Ow! The man still will take a hit every now and then. Not perfect. Goodbye, bat. My bat is stronger. My bat is stronger than your bat. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Found the key? Yeah, give me a sec. Woo! I won't spend the whole summer in a locker. Thanks for saving me. I really owe you one. Don't worry about it, just stay away from those jerks. You bet! Well, I guess I'll be heading home now. Same here. I have some comics waiting for me. Well, have a good summer. By the way, are you coming to the party tonight? The party? You know, the party? They're still hosting it in the woods like last time. Oh, I'll definitely be there then. Sweet! Don't be late. Is immediately late. Damn, I wanted to steal his apple. Nathan, you've got more schmutz on your shoes. Did you know did you go wandering into the basement? Nah, I'll be here all day. Wait, I'm hourly. Go make more messes, Nathan. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. He's pretty cool, I guess. Freed the slaves, became the $5 bill, died. But Benjamin Picard is still cooler. Don't mind the Lincoln statue, it's just holding its breath. It's been winning a contest since 1952. Which one do you think he'll find first? Glasses or the baseball? Baseball, hopefully. He probably doesn't need his glasses to throw him, right? Yeah, all you need is a good throwing arm. I want to go a few more rounds before the party. Wait, why don't we go help him? Nah, I'm good standing here. It's a nice breeze. Where are they? Where? Wait, is that it? That's my shoe. Nathan? Have you seen my glasses? I slipped and now I can't see a thing. I can't even count how many fingers are on my hand. I can't find the baseball. both right in front of him. So sad. School's over already. It feels like it just started. Enjoy your youth while you've got it, youngin'. There are only so many summers. Goodbye, bird. Code? I don't know. Then get lost. Hey, Nate. Did you see that trash can? My pops do something in it that can make you stronger. Found a dumbbell. You look really encumbered, Nate. You know you can let go of it now. Can make you stronger. Hey, Buccarino. Just working on my small project car. Can't wait to make it big after I'm done. Monster truck tires are the next big thing. Yeah, I'm like Piccolo with the training weights. No running for me. You still hit shit with bats though. Hey, no running. What? You weren't? I could have sworn you had the face of someone holding nets. Make me stronger. Bills, and a postcard from someone I don't know. They're saying the weather is fine. At least one of us is having fun. I'm worried about college. They say they're gonna attach my scholarship. I already paid taxes to my parents, so I don't know why they want more. You ever need to calm down? Let me show you something. I'm gonna turn off my brain. You can't do that. Hello? Hello? Whoa, how long was out for? I don't know. How did you do that? I just imagined pressing B while you were talking. Actually, holding B doesn't matter. You can fast forward through the end, but it won't auto go through the rest of it either. You won't believe it, my son just learned to use his ears. It took a long time and it boiled down to a specific method. It's as simple as pressing a button. Too bad I won't tell you more. I feel like I was led here. That's definitely his mom. Oh, welcome home, Nathan. You know what, honey? Why don't you stay outside for a little while longer? Fresh air is good for you, you know? Especially after being cooped up in school all day. I've got a pile of laundry to tidy up. Dinner won't be done for a while. Just come back when you're hungry. Later that evening. Nate! Dinner! Rick Roger, The Roger Wars, issue 19. This whole thing ruined his mineral storyline. How can I even begin to explain this? How do you write the best storyline this guy's ever had, and then just throw it all away? Now he has a new sidekick who isn't even introduced properly, and now he has an ability that makes people eat their toenails? And it just so happens that it was his ultimate ability all along? I won't even bother picking up the rest of the issues. It's my bed. I'm too lazy to make it right now. I dropped my clock a while ago, but hey, at least it's still right twice a day. Oh, there's some blue bolt pulsers. The weather's nice. Too bad I'm mostly awake at night. I wonder if dumbbell is really making me stronger. Huh. The suitcase full of clothing. None of these clothes are folded. It's Neil's Best Pitcher award from when he used to play baseball. It's the only thing Mom didn't throw out. Huh, there's a magazine under here. I'll just take a quick peek at the pictures. Are those bunny ears? No, she's pretty. I should put this back. There you are, Nathan. I'm starving. What's for dinner? I didn't see anything edible in the fridge. Enough things in the fridge didn't have any growing mold. So we're having leftover parfait. Leftover parfait? Yuck. You're gonna eat this and you're going to like it, young man. And Richard, don't even think about digging for the bottom. She's found me out, Nate. So, school's finally over, eh? Got any ideas about what you want to do over the summer? You'll have to do something with all that free time. Back when I was your age, summer wasn't a vacation. We used to pick up odd jobs at the factory and help at the church. Don't forget, you used to cruise around in your friend's Impala. That's besides the point. Yeah, hey, doesn't Neil come home today? Oh, sorry, honey. Neil's tied up at military school. He called before you got home, said he'd be here next week. It's a shame. I know you were really looking forward to seeing him and all. Must be some type of giant ape. Parfait is fucking bomb. Yeah. But maybe when you have parfait that's leftover, it doesn't taste as good. Oh! Ooga booga! Ah! I got you good. Real good. That wasn't funny at all, Neil. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry about that, Mom. Couldn't help myself. But hey, I did a pretty good impression, right? Good one, Neil. Come on and sit down. How's military school been treating you, champ? Pretty tough. They don't let me relax and I barely sleep a wink. I got you pretty good there, Mom. Are you alright? Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Not the first prank you pulled with your father. Certainly won't be the last. It was funny, though. God, his dad looks like Mr. Burchell. Maybe a little. On that note, kids, your mother and I have something to talk about. What? Your mother and I have been thinking of getting a divorce. That hasn't been so great for old Michigan lately. They're shutting down the manufacturer. Oh shit, this is about when it became the Rust Bucket. Very apt. They're shutting down the manufacturing plants. They've already got family down there. So, we're moving to North Carolina. What? Really? But we've been here forever. Yeah. Don't start with your father, Neil. But no buts at the dinner table. It's okay, honey. Look, I know it's hard. And it's what's best for us. For all of us. What about my friends? I won't see them again. In school, I don't want to go to some new school. Nathan, people are already leaving. It's just a matter of time before everyone's gone for greener grass. Besides, Nathan, you can talk to them over the phone. And not now. Let's finish here. Fine. If you're gonna be moving no matter what, can I go to a party? All the kids at school are throwing a big party in the woods tonight. Sounds like fun. I'll chaperone. Absolutely not! Do you know what goes on at parties? You should stay away from them. Kids, those parties are never anything but bad news. Lots of bad actors and strangers. Best not to get mixed up with them. But Dad, didn't you say there were a lot of parties when you were my age? This conversation is over. Now eat your food and scoot off to bed. Later that night. Yeah, Neil seems like a cool older brother. Plank, 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 plank. Yo, it's me. Neil. Oh my god! He's literally wearing the important person shirt. I mean, obviously he's like a parallel for Azrael, but fucking hell. I didn't notice it until now that he's wearing the shirt with the yellow stripe. Sorry, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. I'm normal. Come on, get dressed. We're going to that party. The party? Dude, Mom's gonna kill us if we do. Trust me, if you just sneak out, Mom will never know. She's a heavy sleeper. I don't know. Dude, come on, live a little. This is your only chance. This is our only chance. There's a go to sleep option? Fine. Moments later, Russell. Nathan! Are you okay? What the hell are you thinking? It's a miracle you haven't broken a bone. Relax, it wasn't that big of a fall. Besides, I'm good. Well, if you say so. This is probably gonna be your first and last party in Michigan. You remember this night for years. But there's no time to waste. Come on, Nate. Let's get a move on. Neil joined your party. Aww. Cute, I love this. Rampage. Rapid time combo attack. Cool older brother. He's such a scamp! He couldn't hurt a fly! Why did they send him to military school? Oh right, all the crimes. We be encumbered though. Hey there, Forest. Nowhere, Michigan. This hits different after playing a little bit of Mother 3. Music also hits really good. Jeez, it's worse than I remember. Neil, what are you doing? Oh, there you are. Must have gotten way ahead of you on accident. Whoops. Anyway, the trail should take us to the cabin in no time. How do you know? Nate, there's only one cabin in this woods. I would know. Now let's go before the food's all gone. Neil joins your party! Again. Hey, Nate. It looks like the animals are acting all wild. It's kind of like they've got a massive sugar rush. All the flies are buzzing around so fast I can hardly keep track of them. By the way, it's worth it to look around sometimes, if you don't see anything special. After all, I am the brother with the sharpest eyes, you know? I don't know if this is actually gonna make me stronger, or if this is just a fucking troll. Oh, this is literally a reference to, ow. This is literally a reference to, Mother 3. Beautiful. I haven't been able to spend money yet. Give me an item shop, please. You approach a sour skunk. Sour skunk release a sour odor. Oh, now they're aggroed. Slowly, like trudging through lasagna. Punch your lights out. Wow, I love money. Oh, boy. Right in the kisser. Oh. Fucking razor leaf. sponge cake. That's all she wrote. Skunks with his bare hands. Die! Alright, thank you. Give me your stinking money, shrub. Nathan, hey, do you feel that? No? Wait, yeah! It's an earthquake! Get down! Nate, it's already over. Huh? That's new. Did you learn that while I was away? Shut up! You're supposed to cover and roll! You don't have to follow every PSA those teachers give you, you know. Regardless, I'll expect a full somersault next time. A semi-rolls on by private. Well, I didn't actually expect this fly to come over. Money I cannot receive. What's this? A lot? Seems like that quake did actual damage. Hey, try hitting it with your bat. Sturdy. I've got it. Hey, think of L and get behind me. Jeez, I haven't seen one of these since I was 7. What's it doing here? What's that? Didn't they teach you about this in school? It's a water pump. Pumps water. You just keep pumping and pumping and pumping until it's drained. Kinda like... Okay, forget it. I don't want to hear it. Who's it for anyway? Don't know. Don't think the cabin is running water. Dodge that one without skinning my teeth. Fatality. Level up. You're a murderer. Good job. I wonder if I'm gonna lose that money. Oh, I was a little slow. Right, I'm confused. No, the money persisted. Buzz off! This reminds me a lot of, there was another RPG that, has a lot of these same vibes. And, has, a little brother and a big brother set up for the party members. Although I think that game only supposed to have 2 party members, maybe 3 at max, like in the entire game. Whoa, look at that moon. Booyah, Grandma! Sponge cake. Bam! I hate how money disappears if you leave it on the ground for too long. That's why we use plastic money now. Because paper money is too fragile. Oh, I'm smacking it in its ass! Obviously, that's its weak point. Spankies. I must get the money before it expires. Oh. They called for help, and someone came to die. Damn, I can't dash through the trees. Chaperone my brother. Huh? That's strange. This is the right path, so why are we here? Nate, didn't we stay on that path? We did. And there's just this weird building instead of the cabin. Right? I could have sworn it was just here half an hour ago. Wait, half an hour ago? Nathan, funny you mention that. It's nothing, just a small slip of the time. Don't give me that. Alright, fine. Look, I went to the party alone. I want to make sure it'd be a good party. It could be your last party here, and I didn't want you to leave with a bad memory. So yeah, I went to the party alone. I made sure it was good, and I came back to get you, right? You never change, do you, Neil? You really think I'll fall for that? I'm not dumb. I know you weren't gonna bring me along. So, Nate, this building looks pretty out of place, eh? Sure. Okay, look, I know you're pissed, but think with me here. Remember what you said? This building is weird and probably shouldn't even be here. No one's ever talked about it. I know Mom and Dad didn't for sure. Maybe there was a murder or something. Actually, wait, that's lame. This could be a sign of a paranormal activity. And even if it wasn't, they'd still put it in the newspaper. Imagine, brothers find mysterious apartment in forest. Wouldn't that be one hell of a headline? Everyone will be talking about it. And they'd be talking about us! I guess. This is our only chance of getting famous. Whatever. How are you going to convince people you didn't make it up? I think you mean we, not me. But great question. Say hello to this beauty. Da-na-na-na. I thought we didn't own a camera. That's right, we don't. I spent most of my money to rent this bad boy. But I thought Mom took your allowance. And Nathan, this is not a time for you and your questions. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm going in now. Go look around and catch up when you're finished. Okay, Neil. Appy juice. Say cheese. Oh, my eyes. Dude, you should see the look on your face. God, that's priceless. The paper's gonna love this one. Anyway, come on, let's check out the apartments. We're gonna find something that'll make headlines. Or better yet, make me, us, some money. Okay, I can't stand this. The door is locked. Was that a soft chuff? What the hell is that? Nathan! I've unlocked the door! Just a second. This thing gives me the creeps. I'm leaving it. Broken mirror. Guess I'm not getting any better looking. What? This is not where I was. That was weird. There was like a whole new room. Oh, there you are. Did you find anything noteworthy? Anything we could sell? Just a load of junk. Neil, let's get out of here. Let's get your panties in a twist now. No, let's just go. I think I saw a monster or something. And I know for sure that the rooms are changing. This doesn't feel right. A monster? I told you this place was paranormal. We could go to the party after we see what's up in this room. Neil, I don't want to do this. There's nothing exciting here at all. Listen, it's just one more room, alright? Then we go. Cool? No! Even if there's a monster, I've got your back. That's why I'm your brother. Nothing's gonna happen to you while I'm here. Promise. Now come on, one more room. Then we party, capiche? Fine, but only one more room. And then we party, nothing else. We meet again, Nathan. What the hell was that? Ah! So it is you. Our fates intertwine. You two know each other? Who is this guy? I don't know. You've forgotten me already. How disrespectful. How about you show yourself? Very well. I shall do that. Perhaps then he will remember. It is I, dear Nathan, the rodent of the basement. The same one from this very day. Stop that right now! Wow, Nathan, you really have some strange friends. I will not be referenced to as such. You may address me as Ratmare. That sounds idiotic. Imbeciles! Cease you! You may have humiliated me once, but I shall now. I shall not allow you to humiliate me ever again. This time, be the one doing the humiliating. Ah! Bring it on! Boss time. Nathan ate the sponge cake. Ow! Who needs a party when you have sponge cake? Showing your ass? Oh. It's a don't attack when it raises its ass sort of fight. Bam! Okay, that one's a bat. Okay, so I got a guard on that. Well, I have 1 health left, so... Definitely a game where you have to learn attack patterns. Try to use this one to learn. Oh, wait. Fuck. Oh, wait. Oh, if I do a critical, it stops him from his big attack, apparently. Oh, okay. I can get an edge in battle. I've learned a lot. Oh, interesting. Ah. Punch pout. Dodge on the side that it's on. Back to reality. You got spaghetti on your shirt. Right in the kisser. Neil ate apple juice. Gotta remember to dodge on the same side. Ah! You mortals think you could very well defeat me. Feel my wrath as I unleash my true power upon thee. Oh, shit. Oh, no more healing. Huh? Was that like a confusion attack or something? Hearing your big ass attack. Stepping up his game. I'm so scared. I don't know, the game might actually just be glitched. Ah! Ah, fuck. That was grueling. I think it's gonna be one of those games where it's much easier at the beginning. Or sorry, much harder at the beginning. Because you don't have as many tools to work with and mitigate stuff. Was he just dead? Ooh, Nelly, that was one hell of a fight. I didn't think a fat rat could put up such a good fight. Now with him out of the way, maybe there's something in there after all. Who knows what kind of treasure's waiting for us. Nothing here. Weird. House of Lee's ass. Yeah, we're gonna get further and further back and something bad's gonna happen. Oh, yeah, Euclidean ass space. Smells like unwashed laundry. It's looking at me like my algebra teacher. Are the rats supposed to be singing? But I can't hear anything. This looks very holy. Other her loving embrace. That's what game this reminds me of. What in the world? Whoa, dude. We're definitely getting on the news. We gotta get a picture. Are you kidding? This thing is giving me the freaks. We should leave. Come on, don't be such a wuss. Don't you want to get famous? Here, snap a picture of me with it. What's up? Does my hair look bad? It's not that. I'm getting a weird feeling. What the? This has the vibe of a Bayolet. Called it! What the hell is that thing doing? It's burning! Drop it, Nathan, drop it! I'm trying! It's stuck to my hand! Damn it! It won't budge! If you hit me with the to be continued with no other content, I'm screaming. Is this truly the end for the Bloom Brothers? To be continued in Volume 1. Okay, that was actually a really great demo, and I didn't even do everything that I could have done in it. And there was an optional choice that may or may not have any major effects on the trajectory of the demo, but damn, this is on my list. I really hope it comes out this year, because man, I thought I was pretty good at timed hits. And then this game was like, what about timed dodges? Wait, does that mean that practicing Punch-Out while I'm waiting for this game to come out will help me be better at it? Kinda fucked up. I mean, I should just replay the demo to get better at it also. You're welcome for playing your demo. It rocked. I think also if you want dishonorable mention, enjoyed the demo? Hope you enjoyed the demo as much as we enjoyed making it. I don't know if I have room to join your server right now. Also, Discord servers are, they have a time limit now. At least in our head. 99 minutes, eh? Well, that feels pretty apt. Can't wait to draw art of, but that rat showing its ass, I have to admit, is very much, tempting. Just like the most gratuitous shot. Ratmare is preparing for a giant attack. Well, no, Ratmare, Rat Page? Yeah, I think they called themselves Rat Page. Whew. Oh hell no, the boys done started the eclipse. Yeah, you could have did a pause and then did like a what's that thing called? What was it? The Dukes of Hazzard. It's like them damn boys and start the eclipse. Wonder how they're gonna get out of this one. Anyway, I think that's it for me. I hope you had a good time with us, and take care of yourselves, and check up on your friends. We'll see you later. Gonna skip a raid this time, but hope you have a good night and a good weekend. This has been Thornbite, signing out.